So today we have seen the first workout footage from Caitlin Clark this offseason, which is kind of crazy because this time last year, if you guys don't remember, there was the footage of Caitlin Clark making, was it like 92 of 100 threes or something in a workout. I think I was pretty sure that was on her birthday. There were all of these things. We saw a lot of Caitlin Clark footage, and if you guys agree that it's good seeing this, please subscribe. We're still in that fight with 57.2k. We got up to like 18 yesterday, and then we just dipped. We are almost dropping below the 57.2k again, lads. We've gotten as high as 18. 18, I think, is our record high, which was a week ago. We're at 4. We're at 204 now. We're fighting that 57.2k mark. But yeah, it is an interesting one. And this is the first we have seen of Caitlin Clark's workout footage. You can't look too much into it, but all I will say is she looks like she's moving better than last year. She looks like she's moving better. I stand by it last year. I do feel like her, just in general, that she never looked like she was moving right. I don't think she looked like she was moving bad. I didn't think she looked like she was moving incredibly well, like last year at times, especially in preseason. I didn't like the way it looked, but it seems like she's doing more 5v5 this year at the Fever facility. So let's take a look here. So she's coming down. One thing I like is she is trying to drive. The screen's coming the other way. Whereas if you guys don't know, Aaliyah sets that screen going right 9 times out of 10. So she comes off that. She's able to get the ball to her left hand, be able to look for a step back, immediately fake, get that pass away quick, gets it back, drives left again, uses a kind of arm bar off, pump fake, fakes him up, boom. And that's kind of what you want. Like, that's what you want to see. So in terms of her movement, a bit of stop-start. And that's the one thing Caitlin Clark kind of didn't really do and that's the one kind of thing, is that she's solely downhill. She's still moving downhill, but it's a little bit of a hesitation there we haven't really seen much of. Fake, get a pass in. Again, I don't know what the defender has to jump on that pump fake. And that's the one thing, is like, that is not an easy shot to shoot, by the way. A pump fake going left, bringing the ball to this side, and that's like dribbling right. That is a jump shot off a right dribble or a right catch. Like, you don't understand how few of these she has shot in her WNBA career. Like, not even percentages, because I don't know the percentages. It could be 100 for all I know. But like, how few of these shots she has taken shooting out of the right pocket. Whether that be off a dribble, whether that be off a catch curling right, she never did. She never did it. And we're at least seeing this right now in a game situation. It's one thing to do it in drills. We are seeing it in game situations. And one thing that seems to be different this year is that they like pretty much is they're going 5v5. Last year it looked to be all just workouts with Keith Porter and Stephanie White watching. This year there are 10 people. There are 10 people that are obviously being paid as practice players that are showing up to these games. Some of them are probably just getting runs in, to be honest. It's probably a cool run to get in. Jumping at Caitlin Clark, watching her hit that shot. And that is a big thing again. And the guy knew as soon as he got faked out. I'm just more concerned, not even concerned, I'm just thinking more about this from the perspective of as a process. I think as a process, I don't mind this at all. I don't mind seeing, again, a Caitlin Clark taking on people in 5-on-5, but I really like the fact that, again, she was able to shoot that out of the right pocket. One thing I would like to see her a little bit more is at least consider going downhill here. So you can see on this run. And you might be saying, oh yeah, I'm nitpicking. Absolutely. We've got one bit of workout footage. And there are glaring weaknesses in Caitlin Clark's game. And anyone who says that Caitlin Clark doesn't have glaring weaknesses is crazy. I think you are genuine. People are crazy. Like, I mentioned Caitlin Clark weaknesses. And people are like, oh no, you're just a hater. It's like, no. The fact that Caitlin Clark is a top 3 player in the WNBA with glaring weaknesses, the rest of the league should be scared. Like, if she figures this shit out, she's the best guard in history. Peak for peak. If she figures out how to drive going left and shoot going right. Like, this is how Caitlin Clark's one of those players that you know what she's going to do. and it doesn't matter. That is how good Caitlin Clark is. If she ever gets to the stage where her weaknesses ever become not even a strength, just not glaring weaknesses anymore, she's the best guard in history. But like, she doesn't look like at any stage when she's going left that she's ever even going to consider driving. She doesn't look like she's ever going to consider it. And I do say this here, like, one thing with Caitlin is that on the push off, like, you see this here where she extends her arm. Don't extend your arm. Because I'm not joking when I say this, that looks like extending your arm can be called a foul. That doesn't. It does the same thing. It's like when you see bigs in the post. The ones that are able, like a Luka, who's able to use his size and kind of bump you, it's the same power, does the same thing. Versus if a player comes in and fully extends their arm, it's an offensive foul. A little bump. And that's one thing, again, I would like, is that to become a bump instead of a push-off. Because that is absolutely... Like, she got no separation from that. Like, she got zero separation from the push-off. It's just a natural instinct at this stage. She got zero separation off that. It made no difference. But a ref could call that as an offensive foul. I would have rather seen a bit more physical bump and not be called an offensive foul because there's no extension, and get more separation, or at least, worst case scenario, equal separation. So, yeah, look, are we nitpicking one clip of Caitlin Clark? Yes, we absolutely are. But I'm sorry, this stuff is being drip-fed. It is being drip-fed. And by the way, there's almost certainly going to be a season. Like, Neko Wumake today said she was confident the season is going to be done. Which basically means, yeah, I went to AU. I went to AU. They all really want to play. We still need to sort a bunch of shit out. Like, we still don't want to accept their proposal. We want a better proposal, but yeah, we're gonna accept something. But that is what I'm taking from that. But yeah, look, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is like a very interesting scenario when it comes to this league, which is weird, but this type of stuff being drip fed is great to see. It is absolutely great to see. Remember the days where we were just praying she could participate in 5-on-5, let alone hit clutch game winners. I'm like, I mean this when I say this. I've never heard somebody saying that pick up 5-on-5 hitting big shots is clutch. I don't think I've ever heard that phrase be used to describe pickup, but sure, look, each their own that scenario, I guess. But yeah, first workout footage of Caitlin, good to see. Good to see, and it's so much better watching this than trying to watch Unrivaled. And in fairness, Paige is hooping. Going into the fourth right now, I've paused it. Need to see what happens in this game. I'll see you guys.